Good morning, YouTube. What is going on, everybody? Yep. It is 4:25, and I just now got my load. Y'all remember yesterday I got here in Waco, and I just got my load that I've been waiting on. Yeah. Now we need to... What the hell is going on here? Lord, this place is a clusterfuck this morning. Yeah, I want to go on and get my fuel now, so I ain't got to come back and deal with this shit whenever I got a trailer. Yeah. I don't know what the hell to do here. This is a clusterfuck.
Ditch and rides.
Yep. So we're gonna get in over here somewhere. If this truck would move. And we got the fuel truck coming through. But I want to go right over here and get one of these pumps. Lord. Yeah, I don't want to come back and deal with this shit, so I'm going to get my fuel now, and then I'll worry about scaling it somewhere else. And so yeah, I'll get back with y'all. This dude I'm waiting behind, he's already went inside and everything. He come back out with a bag full of stuff, and now he's decided to clean his window with me sitting behind him. Why didn't you do that when you was pumping fuel is what I want to know. You know, it amazes me the difference in trucking nowadays and what it was 25 years ago. I mean, it is just, nowadays it's the me revolution. All about me. You know, back in the day, truck drivers helped each other out. We didn't, like this guy knew I was sitting here. He walked out, looked right at me. There wasn't none of this shit here going on. But, you know, it is what it is. Oh, man. Alright, well, I'll get with y'all when I get out of here. See, that guy 5 minutes later, it's been 5 minutes now, folks. That guy is still not moved. This guy here in the right lane is done pumping and he's fixing to move. Well, they both sitting in their seats. I don't know which one's going to move. I don't know what's going on here. Come on, there's people waiting. There's nobody in front of y'all. Pull forward. Oh, I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Can I drive the truck? I think. Am I going to be able to move? Oh, I don't know. Oh, here we go. I can move. That is ridiculous. And that guy's over there in the other lane. He's sitting there playing on his phone, taking a 30-minute break. All right, I'll get back. All right. 25 minutes just to pump fuel and get a drink. That is ridiculous. But, yep. We're gonna go get our load now. Alright. Normally turning left, I would stay in that right lane right there where that other truck is, but being I'm bobtail, I can make this turn. So yeah. Anywho, here we go, folks. Alright, we're about 3 miles away from our load. Then I'll get back with y'all up here shortly. Alright, folks, now we're on Bagby. Yeah, this is, I was saying Old Temple Road, but the sign says Bagby. So, yeah. But we're going to go up here to where they build the big dozers and stuff. I think it's a cat. Factory where they build, yeah. Anyhow, we can go up here and make it left, and we're gonna cut across. We're taking shortcuts. We're not gonna go this 9 miles the way it says now for me to go. I ain't going no 9 miles. Right up here, we're gonna be making a left. Just gotta find the road. In the dark, hard to find the road. Well, I think we're coming up to it now, yeah. Oh, there's a light there now. So it ain't so hard to find with the light there. Yeah. All right. Oops. That light turned red on me. I was already going through it. But yeah, right here on the left is Caterpillar, where they build the big equipment. There's a sign for Caterpillar right there. All right. They was giving away free cupcakes and stuff in the truck stop this morning, brownies and cookies and cupcakes and some type of a green drink. I don't know what the hell it was. She said it was some Sprite mixed with this, and yeah, there was there's several things mixed together in that tub. I was like, yeah, I think I'm good. I'll go on and get my code red and be happy. But anywho, now we're 1 mile away, folks. Yeah. And I only filled one tank all the way to the right side tank. I've done about 3/4, and the other tank I filled up all the way. Just in case this load's a little heavy, I didn't want to be fooled. Damn GPS just fell to the floor. Oh boy. Them bumps pretty bad, it knocks your GPS off its stand. Yeah. And then these railroad tracks are real bad. Alright. Well, right up here is going to be Mars Drive. We'll make a left, and then cross the tracks, make a left, and we're on the yard. Oh, boy. And it's almost 5 o'clock. I want to... Yeah, well, it's a late start, but it is what it is. I'll see what time this load was loaded. Boss man sent it to me. It was like 4:15 when he sent it to me. That's 4:15 my time, 3:15 out here. I think what time it was. Hold on, I had to go back and look. Yeah, it's 3:15 here when he sent it. And it's 3:55 now, so that ain't bad, I don't guess. Alright, I'll get back with y'all. Alright, folks. We got our load. You know, I was just looking at the time that this load, because right at the top of the paperwork, it shows you what time they printed the paperwork. And whatever time that shows, that's what time this load was done. It was printed at 10:55 last night. So I've been up since 2:30 this morning, and I could have been over here getting the load. But, you know, it is what it is. We're loading now, we're moving. Let's go, let's go. Hey folks, yeah, we going out of here a different way. Normally I'd have turned back there at that last light, but being as we're going on and going north and ain't going to the truck stop, we want to go this way. Yeah. And I know why the pilot was such a cluster this morning, because the lady told me inside, she's like, yeah, it's because of the Flying J down there. They got their pumps all tore up, so everybody's coming here. I said, well, it ain't a Flying J no more, but yeah. I see what you're saying. So now you got 2 truck stops fueling at one. Everybody that would normally fuel at the hooker, the Flying Hooker, is now fueling at the pilot. That's why it's such a cluster. But that Flying Hook might be nice once they get done with it. Or the pilot now. It ain't a Flying Hook no more, it's a pilot. Well, we'll see. I think the Denny's is gonna stay. They stay pretty busy in that Denny's there. Even locals, the locals around there go in that Denny's and eat too. So it ain't just truckers, there's locals in there. But yeah, right here is where we gonna get on 35 north. And then we just truck up from here. There's Baylor Scott White, the learning center there. It's like a hospital, but it's part of Baylor. Alright. Now, we need to go left. To the left. To the left, right. Oh, they usually an entrance right here. They got it blocked. They got this entrance. Is it blocked? No, it's not blocked. It's just tight. Okay. Yeah, that's tight. So tight. Not much room for her. There's somebody with them eyeballs, them light up eyeballs. They got them in the back of their car. That's pretty cool, I guess. I mean, why not? They'll work in a truck, they'll work in a car. Yeah. Alrighty then. Now we are rolling, folks. That shit was closed. His trailer's dog-legging it. I had damn near hit the wall to keep his trailer from hitting my damn mirror. Oh, that made me nervous. That was a little bit of fucker moment. That was a fucker moment. Yeah. I seen him coming. I hit the brakes to let him get on by because it's so tight through there. I didn't want to be riding side by side. But anywho, all right. God, that's noisy. I mean, they should at least fill in them drunk bumps if they're gonna make it part of the lane. Alright, I'll get back to y'all. Alright, folks, there's the exhibition center and then McLean Stadium. And then university's right here on the left. Yep. So we made it out of the construction. And right up here in front of me is that light, the car that's got the eyeballs in it. Can't see them right yet. Hold on. Right there, that car right there, look in the back window, you see eyes? Yep, they flashing at you. That's pretty cool. And that's an Uber. Yeah, he's got an Uber sign in his front windshield. Alrighty then. Alright, well, I'll get back with y'all. That looks pretty cool. The blue lights in the belly part of that trailer. Yep. Alright, folks, right up here is gonna be Carl's Corner. And this is where 35E and 35W come in fruition. Because right now I'm on 35, I-35. But right up here it's going to split. It'll be 35E and 35W. And that's not east, but I guess it is east side of Dallas. And 35W is going to be the west side of Dallas. And that's why 35E, You go to the east side, 35 west, you go to the west side. We are running north and south, but yeah. Anywho, yeah, we're about a mile away from there. And we just made the split boats. Now we on 35E. Yep. And it is 47 miles up here to I-20. Yeah, it looks pretty good. The way they lit up the back of that truck blue. Yep. Can't tell what kind of truck it is, but it looks cool with the blue. Shit, I gotta stop somewhere yet and get this trailer. I gotta scale it. Where the hell am I? Well, guess I'll do it over there in Terrell. I mean, I got the truck stopped right up here in Dallas, but but I don't like going in those. I mean, the truck stops are so bad, they got armed guards in them. Yeah, they got police that works the truck stop. So yeah, I avoid those every chance I can. I mean, I have been there and had to go, like that TA, I had to go in there one time and get some work done, but you know, if I don't need to go, I don't go. Anywho, we're 25 miles from I-20, folks. But yeah, we're about 7 miles now from I-20. Starting to get up here. It's 5:30 in the morning, so we're probably gonna be seeing some traffic here shortly. Yep, but it's alright. Won't be much, I don't think. Now around 7, we'd already be seeing traffic. We'd probably be stopping. But yeah. There, I'll get back with y'all up here at 20. Alright, folks, we 1 mile from I-20. Yep, 1 mile. Seems like it's taking forever to get up here this morning for some reason. Oh, that's just great. Now I got a piece of plastic wrapped up underneath my truck somewhere. Because it didn't fly out. It went under the front. And it didn't. Somebody blowing the horn. What are they blowing the horn for? I don't even know. Anywho. Right here's I-20, folks. Yep. And right there to the left, y'all should be able to see the skyline. Yep, there it was. For a brief second, we could see it. Yep. There it is again. Well, can't see it now. Alright. Now we in Dallas, folks. Southeast Dallas, but it's still Dallas. Yep. I'm gonna stop in Terrell probably, like I said, in Terrell and scale the load. That's that's another 40 miles or 30 miles, 31 miles. Or wait. we're at the 469, and that's at the 503, so that's 34 miles. Yeah, I knew I'd get it right sooner or later. Alright, I'll get back with y'all. Alright, folks, here we are. We coming up to Terrell, the TA here at the 503. This is where we're going to weigh his wagon. I hadn't weighed it yet, so yeah, I need to get it done. Yeah, and then we're going to go to 587 and get breakfast. Y'all know what I'm going after there. Them little pigs. Yep. Unless they have something in here that draws my attention while I'm in here paying for the scale ticket. If they got something in there, I might go on and get some here, but if not, we go over to Little Pigs. It's a long ass exit. Alright. Well. Okay. Stop. Then we can go. Damn, this place looked busy this morning. Yeah. And they still ain't fixed these damn potholes. Alrighty then. Here's the scale. Alright, I'll get back with y'all. Alright folks, I scaled it. We got 29.3 on the drives and 34.9 on the trailer. So in order to get it right, I need to move it 3 holes, and that'll move 1,200 pounds. But I can go 4 or 5 holes. I go 5 holes, that's 2,000 pounds. So that'll take the drives from 29 to 31.3, and it'll be 32.9. So let's go see where we at. I've already marked the trailer where I needed to move it to. So now let's go see how many holes I moved it. All right, see right there, see my mark? So that's 4 holes. I'm gonna go on and release the pin, and I'm gonna pull forward. When I pull forward, that'll slide it back into that hole. That'll be 5 holes. I marked 4 holes, so I'm gonna go 5. So, yeah, 5 holes ain't gonna hurt nothing. It'll equal the weight out pretty good. So, yeah. And for some reason, every load I've come up to here lately, they've had the reefer unit running on continuous. Let me show you what I mean. See right here, we got start, stop, and continuous. On continuous, it runs all the time. But we want to run them on start, stop. We don't want to run it on continuous. We run it on start, stop. That's the best one to run it on when you're running candy. Now, when you're running produce, you have to run it on continuous. But with this candy, you don't. All right. Now we're good. All right, I'll get back with y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's pretty sweet W9. All right. And they didn't have nothing put out for food. So I guess, yeah. I'm going to 587. So let's get on up out of here. And now that I got the weight equaled out, it'll ride better too. That's why I try to get them about the same as I can, close to the same as I can, because it rides a lot better that way. Which in this parking lot, there ain't gonna be no good ride in this parking lot. But anywho, we getting out of here now. All right, well, I'll get back with y'all. As far as the weight goes, if you're heavy on the trailer, you got to move the axle backwards. If you're heavy on the truck, you move the axles forward. Yeah. So in order to move the axles backwards, you got to drive forward. See, I had this driver, I don't know, about a month or so ago. I was fueling, and he come and asked me what to do. You know, he's like, how do I fix this? He was showing me his weight ticket, and I told him, I said, you move it 3 holes. Well, how do you know how many holes? I said, it's 400 pounds per hole, and he was over on his trailer. I said, you need to move it back 3 holes. Well, and then he goes, so I need to drive forward, right? Well, yeah, in order to move your axles backwards, you got to drive forward, yes. But anyhow. All right, I'll get back with you folks. Yes, sir, that's what I'm talking about. Yep. Yes, sir, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, buddy. Yes, sir, there's another one. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir, that's what I'm talking about. Alrighty, folks. Yeah, I just made a trip around to see all the nice trucks while I was waiting on the little pigs. They said they had some fresh ones coming up about 10 minutes, so I just went around and kill a little time. All right, I'll get back with y'all. All right, folks, we getting back on the road. I got my little Smokies, my little pigs. Yep. And yeah, they good when they fresh out the oven. Oh man, they're good. So yeah, I'm gonna get through eating and I'll get back with y'all. All right, folks, we got 2 miles. Yep, 2 miles to the Louisiana state line. And then from there, it's 37 miles over to where I'm gonna stop, take a break, get a shower, and all that good stuff. Yep. And then go on over into Mississippi, probably be Meridian where we stop at today. But anywho, we'll see. Excuse me, we'll see. Alright, folks, right there. Welcome to Louisiana. Yep. Local time is 8:55 and it is 77 degrees. Alright, let's go. And we got the green light. So, yep, we good to go. Here we are getting on to 220. Yep. Just about pass around Shreveport. For those of you that don't know, Shreveport, I would rather go straight through Shreveport, but trucks are not allowed to go through right now because all the construction they're doing in Shreveport. This way right here adds 5 miles to my trip, or 4 miles, 4 to 5 miles. So yeah, and it's got big spots like that in it. But yeah, anywho, almost like an electric truck. Might have been, I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I forgot what I was talking about, but oh, big bump, another big bump. We got Cross Lake coming up here shortly. Alright, folks, here we are. Cross Lake. Yep. It's pretty out there. Yeah, buddy. Big old lake. See all the cutouts in the lake too, yep. Anywho, yeah. Glad to see the old truck that was holding up the left lane finally got over. Now I can get on through here. Hopefully. He stays over there. But anywho. Yeah. Bad view right there. The sun on the water. Yep. Anywho, alright, I'll get back to go. And this right here, folks, is gonna be the Red River. See how low it is? About like all the rivers right now. The Mississippi River's low, the Red River's low. Alright, folks. Here's the I-20 exit. I feel like I've been in a paint shaker for the last 30 miles. Damn concrete road. Yeah. Anywho, got about 6.5 miles over here to where we stopping for our break and shower. Probably gonna take a nap before I get a shower, but we'll see. I feel like a nap. Yep. Anywho, 5 and a half hours. But I'm not gonna run all that time out. Nope. Anywho, God, it's nice to be back on asphalt. Alright, I'll get back with them. Alright, folks, we've exited here. Yeah. Let's see if there's showers available. Oh. Well, come on, since you don't drive. Yeah, past your hood. Oh boy. Oh, there's only one shower available, and I want it. Reserved shower. Matter of fact, and I'm just gonna drive in this hole right here. Alright, we're in there, folks. Get back with y'all after the break. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, folks. Yeah, I didn't ever take a shower or take a nap. I got a shower, but I didn't take no nap. I figured I may as well go where I want to go. And yeah, if I feel like I need a nap later, I'll stop and get one. But right now, that shower just woke me up. So, yeah. Now look at here. JB Hunt. That dude carries around cones with him and put cones at the front of his truck. And I can't say I blame him. But, you know, he putting the cones in front of an International. Yeah. What is this Yahoo doing? I don't even know. I can't handle that. I'll take my damn shortcut. Yeah, I got W9. It's been on my channel a couple times. Yeah, in my shorts. I think it's been in 2 or 3 times in my shorts. But yeah, well. Alright. Look at this Pete. This old plain old Pete, but it's still pretty nice. Yep. Alright, I'll get back with y'all. Oh yeah. Westbound side is in a little of a cluster right now. There's a truck that burnt down right back there. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid as much as I can, since that guy said if you put any accidents or anything on your YouTube, you'll get copyright strike or demonetized or whatever, you know. I mean, although I'm not monetized yet, I don't want no strikes against me when I do go to get monetized, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm trying to not put any of that stuff on there that demonetizes you. But anywho, it is what it is. Yeah. I mean, look how much traffic. This is crazy. It's been 2 miles now and it's still just traffic. Boy, that's a sweet peak. Yeah. Westbound in y'all's right lane is blocked there around the 36, I think it is, right around the 36. I think it was a truck fire. You know, for 10 miles I've been on the radio reporting to the westbound side about the backup over there. And not one time did anybody come back and said, oh yeah, you got one on your side too. What a deal. What a deal. Anyhow, yep, we're in traffic now, folks. Look at this four-wheeler, y'all. The Mad Hatter is the name on it. That's a bad bitch right there. And that's not just a four-wheeler. Lord. Yeah, well. Alright, I just figured out what that was. I've done some Google searches and it come out. I found one. It's called the Boomstick Bluetooth. The Boomstick Bluetooth stereo equipment, I think is what the name was. Hold on one second. Now I gotta go back and look. I know it's Boomstick Bluetooth something. Maybe stereo. Here it is. Boomstick Portable Speaker Tower. That's it. Boomstick Portable Speaker Tower. Yeah. And it comes all self-contained on that trailer with 3,000 watts of crystal clear quality and sound. Speaker and a light tower. Yeah. Although this one is a lot nicer than the one that went by. Let me show y'all. That one's a lot nicer than the one that went by, but you see what I'm saying? That's what it is. Well, this one, it's basically the same thing. This one's just painted up. That other one was just plain white. This one's painted. But, yeah, you know, get. First time I've seen one of those, though. I'm out here on these roads all the time. First time I've ever seen one of those. Alright, I'll get back with y'all. Alright, folks. We are in Monroe. There's Skyjacker. They normally got a truck out there on the hill. Anywho, Yep. Ooh, we got 205 miles to get to where I want to get to today. That's not too bad, I don't guess. No. A little over 3 hours. 3 hours. Let's just go with 3 hours. But could be a little more with traffic, because I know I'm gonna hit traffic in Jackson. But we will see. We will see. Here's the Wahita River, or the Ouachita. There's the Riverwalk, St. Francis Medical Center. And now we're officially in Monroe. Before the bridge there, we was in West Monroe. Now we're officially in Monroe. Anywho. Oh. Over there yet? I'm out of Red Bull. Oh. Yeah, I need to get some more. Need to start restocking. I'm out. Not a good sign. Anywho. Alright, well, I'll get back with you. Folks, we made it back to here. Where we at, folks? A lot of you know where I'm at. Yep. That's right. Rayville, Louisiana, folks. Alright. Anywho. Got a little ways to go. Yep. Yeah, I still ain't got used to having cruise control. I just caught myself running with my foot on the pedal, and I don't know how long I've been holding the pedal, probably since Monroe. Monroe. That was the last time I had to slow down and speed up or anything, was in Monroe. So yeah, well, anywho, eventually I'll get used to it. But anywho, that Charlie Kirk stuff, every time I look at the news feed on my phone, there's something about Charlie Kirk. Now I don't agree with everything he was talking about, his agenda and all that shit, but still, ain't nobody deserve to die like that. But anyhow, T's and P's. Alright. Well, folks, we're at the 168, so we got about 24 miles to the state line. Yep, 24 miles to the state line. Oh, God, that was a bump. Oh, you know what's coming up? What time is it? It's only 11 or 12:30 out here. It's the buffet. The buffet's coming up. I'm only 3 miles away from it. Do I want it today? Nah. Wasn't all that great last time I was there. It was alright, but it wasn't all that great. until later in the day, you know, when that buffet first goes up and that food's fresh, it's off. That's off the chain. But later, getting closer towards the end of it, they let stuff sit out there a little bit too long, and yeah, it just ain't the same. But anywho, it is what it is. Yep. I know if I went into that buffet out, I'd be lucky to make it to the state line. But anywho, alright, I'll get back with y'all. Hey folks, 20 miles, yep, 20 miles, we'll be crossing that mighty Mississippi. Yes sir. And then, yeah, we'll be in Mississippi, and we only got 173 miles to where we're going. No, I'm wrong. 147 to where we're going. 173 is the mile marker. You're stupid. Okay, anyhow. I mean, now the SFTD is there for a reason. That's what I is. Alright, I'll get back with y'all. There's your toter home, right? That is a semi-truck with a camper shell on it. But you don't have to have a CDL to drive that. But you got to have a CDL to drive this. But you don't have to have one to drive that. They're just as dangerous. They weigh just as much. I mean, it's a Freightliner truck with a camper body on it. I just don't understand that. But, you know, just like this truck right here. I could go to Kenworth or Peterbilt and buy any truck on the lot without a CDL. You don't have to have a CDL to buy a truck. And until you put DOT numbers on it, you don't have to have a CDL to drive it. You can put not for hire on the door and drive that bitch from Florida to California with no issues. And be pulling, you know, a lot of these race teams, they have semi-trucks and they pull 53-foot trailers. Now, I'm not talking about NASCAR. I'm sure NASCAR, they're all official CDL drivers. But, you know, some of these no prep teams and shit like that, you know, they all got these big toter homes, and they're pulling 48 to 53 foot trailers, and none of them got CDLs. But anywho, it is what it is. I mean, you can drive it. Not like Murder Nova. He got that 379 Pete toter home, and it's 18 speed. You know, at least, you know, he got one that you got to shift. It ain't automatic, but a lot of those are automatic. Yep. Anywho, alright, I'll get back with y'all. Alright, folks, here we are. Yep, this the mighty Mississippi. And look at how low it is over there. Look how low that water is. That's crazy low. Anyhow, welcome to Mississippi, folks. Local time is 12:50 local time, and it is 90 degrees. Yep. Alright. Now we got, what, 129 miles to go. We almost got our whoop. Yep. I might go past that though, go on to the TA down past that, And that way I can eat a real steak tonight. I'll call and order it and just go in and get it to go. Eat steak. Yeah, that sounds good. I ain't had a steak in a while. And I don't feel like stopping at Walmart and going shopping, which that's probably the best thing for me to do. But yeah, it's easier just to buy the shit already cooked. Then you just throw away the trash. You don't have no cleanup. I started all that cooking shit whenever I had the kids in the truck. My kids, I'd have a teenager with me. It's cheaper to feed them. The way I, stopping at Walmart and buying and cooking here in the truck is cheaper. Because every time we went in to eat, it was $40 to go inside to eat somewhere. Between the two of us, $35-$40. Or we can cook and it'd be cheaper. So that's what we done. But now, yeah, I might rather just buy it, throw the trash away. I ain't got to worry about the cleanup. Not only that, the air fryer, this truck, I can't use the air fryer long. I think I've explained this before. The inverter gets hot and it ain't cooling off like it's supposed to or something. I don't know. That my air fryer draws too much juice. Microwave works just fine. You'd think the microwave draws more juice than the air fryer, but the microwave works just fine. But that air fryer, cooking pork, I can't get the pork all the way done before the air fryer goes, or the power starts kicking off on the inverter. I can cook steaks because you don't have to cook steak as long as you do pork, but when you cook pork, it takes a while. That's why I still got pork in the freezer in there, because I can't cook it because it takes too damn long. But anyhow, matter of fact, it's been in there over a month. I probably just need to throw it away. Although it's been in the freezer, but still wrapped in tinfoil. So it might still be good. I don't know. But anyways, alright, I'll get back with y'all. Green light, green light. Green light, green light. Yep. There's the Mississippi scale. That's better known as bovina. You hear somebody on the radio, that's what they doing in bovina. That's what they talking about, the bovina scales. Yeah. They ain't as hardball as they used to be, but boy, they used to be bad. They ain't as bad no more. But then again, we all used to have 379 Pete's, loose leaf logbooks, and yeah, we'd run from Waco to Kennesaw in a day. Can't do that in these trucks. Take you too damn long. Well, we found another construction zone. Yep. This ain't too bad. I mean, could be worse. We could be stopped. We on the outskirts of Jackson. Yep. So we coming into Jackson. What a deal. We got 88 miles to go to where we're stopping. Yeah. And then, yeah. But we're going to have some traffic right up here shortly. It is 1:30 in the afternoon here in Jackson. I'm sure there's going to be traffic up here where they're doing that construction. So, yeah. Probably about 2 more miles, we'll be in bumper to bumper. Yep. Alright, folks. Well, y'all see it, right? We have made it to the bumper to bumper traffic. It's been about 2.5 miles. Yeah. But we're in it now. And I'm gonna stay moving as long as I can. Yeah, I think I need to get over now. Yep. I'm gonna get in here now. Alright, they let me over. They started to block me there for a minute. Then they thought better of it, I guess. That one dude up there in that red car, he's pushing barrels out the way. What the hell? Damn. He pushed his way right on in there. And he scooted up beside them barrels and pushed them all over just a little bit. And he wasn't worried about a charge. He wanted that spot bad. I need to get over one lane. Come on, people. Alright, well, we're about through Jackson now, folks. This was the bad spot, and yeah, we got through there pretty good, so there should be no worries unless there's a bad wreck. There won't be no worries between here and where we're stopping. 83 more miles. Hey folks, yeah, we made it through that pretty good. Yep. Well, there's one of the Mexico trucks. Yep. Well, no, he's out of Eatonburg, Texas. There, that's what the truck says anyways. It looks like a Mexico truck all day long. Anyway, it is what it is. We got 67 to go. And believe it or not, I ain't took a nap today. Holy shit. That's amazing. Although at one point I was pretty close to it, then I stopped and took a shower. Yeah. But now the day's almost over, so yeah. I won't have no problem going to sleep tonight, that's for damn sure. Alright. We got 25 miles to go. Yep. I'm glad it's almost over. Ooh. Anywho, I'm still not 100% sure I want to stop there. Because, you know what I mean, there's not too much options to eat. Right up here is going to be our exit. Yep. That's going to be in the birthday right here. Exit 129. Lost Gap. this is Meridian. Look right around the corner up there, you're in Meridian. So this is Meridian. But anyhow, alright, well, yep. That's gonna be the end of our day. Alright folks, that's going to be the end of this video. If you made it this far, thanks for watching TTVE. And yeah, for you new subscribers, that's to the very end. And yeah, bye for now. See you tomorrow.